I'm Emily McKinney-Pavlik. This is my personal growth project video for Interpersonal Leadership. I chose to learn about wrapping fishing poles for my growth project. This is the last portion of me getting the pole secured into the pole wrapping device. And in this, it just spins it around and you wrap your thread around the pole in the places that you need it. And the thread is what helps hold on the fishing eye that the fishing line goes through. This is my husband's best friend's fishing pole that he's helping make. And right now I'm just wrapping the threads around the pole and just making sure that they are really, really tight and snug against each other and making sure nothing gets tangled. If you can see these stripes in here, I had my husband do that for me because that portion was just a little bit too complicated for someone of my beginner level. But yep, this is what I'm working on right now as far as wrapping fishing poles. It's something my husband does at home, and I figured it would be a good skill so that I can help him out sometimes, and it's something that we could further bond over. Like I said, my husband does this at home, so he was my mentor, and his name is Mike. Mike gave me a lot of feedback. He's really, really good at teaching, and he's really good at feedback. He does positive feedback. He does critical feedback. He'll tell me where I'm messing up, where I'm doing right, and stuff like that. I appreciate it. There were some times that I just wanted him to back off a little bit because my personality type is INFPA. I'm a natural mediator and I'm also introverted. So I like to get the meat and potato from what I'm learning, take it, apply it, learn what I can, and I'll ask for tips or feedback at that point to see how I can improve my process. So there were some points where I wanted him to stop a little bit, but it's fine. I handled it because I'm introverted and I'm a mediator. So I'm happy that you mentioned you wanted Professor to learn about the opposite personality type of you, the INFP, which I am, and your personal growth project of growing herbs. As you can see all around me, that growing plants is something that I love to do. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and I love to work independently. I grow houseplants, herbs, spices, vegetables, patio plants. I love to grow anything. So that's how we are so different from each other. So my top two Clifton strengths are intellection and learner. I like to have deep conversations with people, and I like to learn about what they're passionate about, and this is something that my husband really loves to do, and he's really skilled at it. So we had some good conversations and good bonding time over it. And my second strength is learner. I like to get my hands onto things, and I like to just learn. I'm a person who likes to soak up information, whether it's useful or not. I like to gain skills, whether they can gain me money or not, just to know things. One of the issues that I faced with this was my persistency. The fishing line tends to get tangled a lot. Getting the pole set up into the holder just right can be really tricky. Just making sure that everything is in order before you even start working on the pole is a lot of work. It's pretty intensive. So as far as resiliency goes, it would take a lot of persistence for me to gain the skill and actually do well at it. One of my values is creativity. This is a skill that you can be really creative at. You can use any color line you want to wrap your pole. You can do color combinations. You can do different patterns with different colors and stuff like that. So people who are artistic or enjoy being creative, hands-on, stuff like that, it would be a really good hobby or a really good skill for them to have. Or another INFP type person, because this is something, when you get the hang of it, it's something that you can do totally on your own independently. What did I learn about myself in all of this? I learned about myself that I do enjoy the process of learning. However, I enjoy the process of learning when I can do it mostly independently. Like I said before, there were times I wanted my mentor, Mike, to back off a little bit and sort of let me do it on my own and figure it out on my own. Some people like being hovered over. I'm not that person. I like to, like I said, do what I can and then go back for feedback at a later time when I think I have a grasp on what it is that I'm doing. How will I use it in the future? I will keep this in mind for future employers. I have had bosses who hovered over me and it made me really uncomfortable. I think that I will keep this in mind and be more aware of the way that I learn and learn how to voice it better for any type of supervisor or whoever I might have in the future. What has it taught me about my leadership ability? I'm really good at demonstrating skills, giving key information, and then backing off. I think there are a lot of independent people in the world who will appreciate that, but there are also people in the world who need a lot of support and they need a lot of direction. And I'll have to remember that when it comes to this, because some people might feel lost, they might feel left out or something if I back off too fast. So I'll have to do my part by gauging who the person is and seeing what they need from me. But that was it. It was a fun project, and I think that I'll probably pursue it more in the future with him and work on it more. But I'm so busy with my plants and pottery that it'll come third or fourth on my plate, unfortunately. But I did learn a lot.